everybody, Happy Canuck Review here. Today we're going to be trying turkey strips with orange sauce. It's a 2018 Canadian IMP, menu number 21. Here on the back of the bag we have the QR code that leads you to the Facebook page for the Canadian Army. Let's just open it up here in the back with a knife. I know some people like to pull it open, but I like to get in there, just tear it from the back. Alright, to start we have some sugar, espresso roast coffee, a hamburger bun or plain hamburger, a chocolate nut mix, grape sports drink, some Frank's Red Hot, some peanut butter, good old Kit Kat, another peanut butter, a vanilla drink mix, protein drink type thing, another grape sports drink, a raspberry jam, and we got the main here. The dessert, which is a fruit cocktail. A good Canadian beverage bag. Got the little gusseted stand at the bottom. Wish the US ones came with that. Got some coffee whitener. Pack of matches. Got the IMP spork. A huge napkin. Use it for just about anything. Doesn't have to just be a napkin either. Compressed napkin. And some Tic Tacs. All right, we got that sorted out onto a plate here. Let's get the main out of the box here. Quite a hefty retort pouch. Let's take a look at this hamburger bun. Get rid of that desiccant pack. And a pretty standard looking hamburger bun. Nice and soft. Wasn't stale in the slightest. Kind of ripped on the side here, but overall it was nice and soft. I was quite surprised. Some of the chocolate nut mix. You know, it was a bit stuck together on the inside here, probably just from the sugars within the fruit. But in this mix we have pistachios, goji berries, almonds, and chocolate covered cranberries. bit of a look here at one of the pistachios. Pistachios is my favorite nut. And yeah, to be expected, a nice salted pistachio. Wasn't off in any way. Just a good, wholesome nut mix. Trail mix, probably better for that, actually. Now let's get this coffee mixed together here. I'm going to start off by putting in the espresso roast. I absolutely love this coffee. It's one of my favorite instant coffees that I find in any meal ready to eat. It's nice and rich, and I don't ever find it very bitter. It's nice and it goes down nice and smooth. Get some coffee whitener in there. And let's get some sugar in there as well. I'm not a big black coffee drinker. I'll drink it if there's nothing available. But my personal taste, I prefer lots of sugar, lots of milk. Double. And let's get the sports drink mixed up. Quite a nice shade of purple in there. Smells quite natural. I was surprised. Well, as natural as you can get for a beverage base. Now, let's get this base all mixed up here. Give it a real good shaking. And next, let's get a look at this vanilla drink mix. As soon as you open the bag, you just get hit in the face with the smell of artificial vanilla. Not my cup of tea. I'm not a huge fan of artificial vanilla, but overall it's not too bad. It also has a slight metallic smell to it. Some water in there. And let's get that zipped back up there. And give it a real good shaking as well so we don't have any clumps from the protein powder. Let's get that into a glass. And it was quite thick. Looks almost just like a nice thick vanilla milk. Not quite on the level of vanilla milkshake, though. And I think I'm going to do an open face PB&J, so let's get this peanut butter kneaded up. I know you don't have to, but I don't like the separation of the oil. I'm going to do the same here with the raspberry jam. Also, I find that the jam will tend to separate if it's left for a while. I filmed this in 2021, and the IMP was from 2018. So I was worried that it might separate it just a little bit. Want to get every last drop of that jam out. Liquid gold. And I'm only going to use one of the 2 peanut butter. I think the other one would be good as a nice snack if you were out just in the woods. Nice little protein hit. Made the hole just a little bit too small here for the peanut butter. Now let's get this fruit cocktail a look at. Made by Baxter's, and I'm pretty certain the majority of Canadian IMP mains are made by Baxter's. I'm not sure if that's different for the 2021 menus, but I know in the past the vast majority have been made by Baxter's. And it's looking pretty good. Starting to darken just a teensy little bit, but overall looks completely fine. And just like the store-bought ones, don't see any cherries in there. And let's get some water added into that coffee. Almost forgot about that. Give that a nice stir. And let's get the main order on the plate here. Canadian IMPs, the soldiers are issued the flameless ration heater separately, so I just boiled mine in a pot of water. Comes out nice and hot, as you would expect. And wasn't quite expecting to see pasta in here, but you get hit in the face with that nice citrusy smell. And right about now, wish I had one of those separated stainless steel trays or something. My bun quickly started absorbing some of that liquid. So, let's go in for a taste here. Right off the bat, you get some nice sweet and savory flavors. Now, the turkey itself, it looks to be quite processed, but overall, it doesn't give you that mouthfeel. It honestly feels quite natural. Let's go in for just some of this pasta. See how mushy that is. Looks pretty good. And yeah, it's actually quite dense. Well, dense for a retort pouch. Not bad at all. Going for this vanilla protein drink. And yeah, as it looks, quite thick, tasty. It has the very artificial vanilla flavor like it smells like, and it has a light metallic flavor as well. So let's give this coffee a try as well. And yeah, nice and bold and rich. And let's just absorb some of this liquid. It's good, very citrusy, however, quite sweet at the same time. Not amazing, but still perfectly edible. And going for the open face PB&J. And yeah, you can't go wrong with that. An open PB&J is always good. And let's try out some more of this chocolate nut mix. The chocolate's quite good. It doesn't have much of a waxy feeling to it. Pretty tasty. I'm gonna add in some of the Frank's Red Hot there just to cut the sweetness a bit. It really needs it, in my opinion. As the commercial goes, I put that shit on everything. Give it a good mixing here. Going for a big bite of that turkey. And yeah, the Frank's Red Hot really brought this to life. Going for some of the grape drink here as well. Not a huge grape drink fan. Not really looking forward to this. But let's give it a try. As I was expecting, it wasn't great, but if you're a fan of grape drinks, you would love it. Let's go in for another big mouthful of coffee. Yeah, just as good as the first one. Give this fruit cocktail a try. And as you can see, my one teensy little bit of cherry. Isn't that sad? Yeah, quite good. I wish U.S. MREs contain more fruit components like this. Can really brighten your day to see something along those lines in your meal. And finally, let's give this Kit Kat a look. Looks quite good. Looks like it was starting to melt a little bit, but there's no bloom on here. But it melts on your fingers very quickly. I can't see this holding up very well in a tropical climate. Let's wash that down with some more of the grape drink. Pretty good. Oh yes, can't forget to show you the compressed towel. Got the nice little maple leaf on there. Gonna add a little bit of hot water. You can add either hot or cold. Either works in this situation. Sometimes you just want a nice hot towel. But you just gotta use what you have. I'll just unravel this here. It's quite a large towel. I would love if I could just buy these individually and just keep them around. They'd even be nice to have in the car. Quite strong as well. I was really pulling on this here. just stretched, but didn't even start to tear. And let's finish up here with some Tic Tacs. Yeah, pretty good, your standard Tic Tacs. Wish it was gum.